What is going on, online fitness coaches and the Big Booty Boss Academy? It is your boy, B Mark Fit, coming at you with another episode of the Change Lives, Make Money Online Trainer podcast. This is the #1 show for online fitness coaches, and I'm joined by one of the #1 online fitness coaches that I know, my fiance, Kirsten Martel.
What the heck?
You like that?
I am Kirsten Martel.
It's like the baby.
I
am Kirsten Martel. Kirsten Martel is in the house.
That's scary. What's up, guys? I'm super excited to be here. Super excited to talk about Sober February, which ended up being actually like one of the most fun months that we've had.
Yeah.
In a long time. Honestly,
I agree.
Straight up, it's been one of the most fun months we've had.
So let's talk about Sober February. So out of curiosity, for those people that are tuning in this podcast right now, I want to know who did Sober February with us. Like when I say did Sober February, who did it and completed 50% or more of the month? Because like I understand not everybody's perfect, but I want to know who completed 50% or more of Sober February.
Me too. I'm super curious. We were like, when we decided that we were going to do Sober February, there was nothing in the world that would stop us from Sober February. Like we were committed 120%, even if we won a free all-inclusive trip to Mexico. I wouldn't have drank. I know you wouldn't have either. We were committed.
Didn't have a single drink. I'm the same way. Yeah. A lot of my clients are like, didn't have a single drink. Done. I'm the same way, you guys. Like when I commit to something, like when I say I'm going to do something, I don't know about you guys, but like I have this like unshakable, like integrity is one of my core values. Mm-hmm. It's one of the things that I operate by. So if I say I'm going to do something, if I told myself that I'm going to get to this goal or I'm going to be sober for 30 days or whatever it is, like it's done.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know about you, but like.
Dude, 100% the exact same way. I find that too, if I make it a public thing, sometimes I struggle with saying something in my head and not voicing it out loud. Have you ever done that before? Where you say something in your head, but you don't actually voice that you're doing it. So for me, I function better and I'm committed a lot better when I just publicize it. And it doesn't have to be to social media. It might even just be to you. Like, hey babe, I'm not drinking for 80 days. But when we said it and we committed, like there was no turning back. Like we were in it to fucking win it. Yeah.
And I think, and so I'm going to be honest, like the reason I started Sober February in the first place is I don't know about you guys, but like B Mark likes me some edibles. Okay.
He does.
B Mark likes me some edibles. And then I told myself that I was only going to do edibles on the weekend. And then when I started doing edibles, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, there's like one day in January, I was like, hey babe, I think I need to cut out alcohol and edibles for 30 days. And
can we tell them about the one time that there was the tablets and then all of a sudden, remember that?
Oh God. Are we going to tell you this? Oh, fuck. Okay. Funny story. So here's a Brian Mark story where I screwed up. So I was doing edibles. There was 1 week where I did edibles like every single day. It was in January. And so there was one day where I go to the cannabis store and the girl's like, yo, you're in here like every day, right? I'm like, yeah. She's like, why don't you just try the tablets? Like the tablets are really good. And I was like, what are the tablets? She's like, well, each edible is like 2.5 milligrams of THC. If you do a tablet, it's 10. And I was like, sure, like why not? So like buy these like fucking tablets. So I get home and I like take a tablet and I literally waited for an hour, you guys. I took this tablet and it's just like a pill. I took it and I didn't feel anything. I was like, what the fuck? And it was like after an hour, I was like, weird. I'm like, maybe the tablets aren't very effective. I should take another one. So this is 20 milligrams of THC now, which by the way is like 2 packs of edibles. Like the equivalent of like eating 4 marijuana gummies, like back to back. So I like took it. An hour later, it felt nothing. And then I was like, yo, screw this. Like I'm going to have a gummy. So I had a gummy. And like, I think the biggest problem was that like the tablets hadn't digested in my stomach yet. So then I took the gummy, and then when I took the gummy, like 30 minutes later, I was in the kitchen. And it was like boom! Like what's
wrong with this dude? Like
I was destroyed. I was like, babe, I'm not okay right now.
I'm pretty sure it kicked his ass so hard. I don't think he did edibles for like 2 weeks after that. He was like, nope.
Dude, I was like, not okay. I was like, this is not. I'm like, I couldn't function. I was like sitting on the couch, like watching TV. Like, I was like, fuck this.
You know, like when you're the person that hasn't done the weed, and then there's the person who's done the weed. I was like looking at him and I'm like, oh my God, I know what he's feeling and I feel bad for him, but it was kind of fucking hilarious.
She like felt, she felt bad, but she also didn't really
And then I also was like, dude, there you fucking go. There's your lesson. You've been taking these damn things every single day. Now this is going to kick your ass into like no more edibles.
So another thing I just want to touch on, and I think that this is important, is like, guys, I'm definitely not perfect, but I'm curious. How many of you guys have this switch? I have a switch in my head. And the switch in my head goes like this. Like when I know, like I'm willing to have a hard conversation with myself when I'm screwing up. Or do any of you guys have that switch?
Yes.
Like, for me, like I know, like once I did that, I like literally looked at myself in the mirror. I was like, KB, like you're fucking up. Like that was not okay. That was not okay. And I'm not okay with it. And are you going to tell me about what I was doing?
No, I was going to say that one of the things I love about Brian so much is that, like, have you ever had the person that you're trying to tell something and it just doesn't get through? A lot of the time I don't actually have to voice my concerns to Brian. I give it like 2 to 3 days and he voices them himself. So like I had noticed, I'm like, man, he's doing a lot of edibles, but I don't want to be that nagging wife that's like, hey babe, I think that you should stop doing edibles. He's like, oh, I'm fucking Brian Mark and I'm going to do whatever I want. So it's really cool because then 2 days later, he's like, hey babe, I think that I've been doing too much edibles. And I was like, motherfucker, I knew he was going to come and say that. Yeah. I knew it. So I actually really love that about you because he's so aware of what he's doing and his actions that a lot of the time I don't even have to voice my concerns because he'll bring them up on his own, which is like,
hallelujah. Hallelujah. So we did it. We did Sober February. And when I told Kirsten I want to do Sober February, I was like, I want to do this. She's like, I'm doing it with you. I was like, oh wait, cool.
Yeah.
It's like super ride or die, which I think is super important in a partner. So let's talk about like 3 of our highlight moments.
Okay, cool. February. Cool. Do you want to start or do you want me to start?
You can start.
Okay. So I would say and I don't want to say favorite because all these moments were amazing, but like the coolest thing I think we did during Sober February is we celebrated our 2-year anniversary. And like, I didn't like, of course it was it would have been nice to have a drink, but we had the absolute best 2 days. We went to Sparkling Hill. We went out for dinner. We did a photo shoot and I didn't miss drinking. Like I was just so grateful to be able to spend time with Brian. And I also was like, thought it was so cool that on a day where it's like people are like, oh, you got to celebrate. Like you can celebrate a special occasion without an edible, without some wine, without some shots of tequila. Like you can celebrate just by celebrating. So that was like one of my favorite memories. Yeah.
I actually thought that was going to be challenging because at
too.
At the start of Sober February, we knew that we had a trip coming up on February 14th. And I was like, this is going to be like pretty challenging to go to Sparkling Hill, which is like a really nice place. It's going to be Valentine's Day. It's also going to be our 2-year anniversary and like not to have a drink. Like, honestly, I was a little bit like, oh, this is going to suck.
Me too at first. And I almost did that thing where I was like, oh, let's do Sober February. But and then I was like, you know what? The whole idea of Sober February, you guys, isn't for it to be a breeze and for it to be easy. It's for you to go through a bachelor party or an anniversary or Valentine's Day and say, fuck no. Like, I'm just as cool sober. So let's celebrate without the drinks, without the stimulants.
That's cool. Because my number 2, like one of my favorite parts about Sober February was I think that beforehand, like when I used to try to do these like sober experiences, like whether that be like 100 days sober, whatever I was doing, I would almost like avoid having fun because I attached alcohol and marijuana to fun.
Me too.
And so I would be like, doing Sober February. And so because I'm doing Sober February, I'm not going to go out to friends' houses because I don't want to be tempted to drink, or I'm not going to go out and have fun with my friends because I don't want to be like surrounded by social situations, or I'm not going to go to Sparkling Hill because I know that if I go to Sparkling Hill, I'm going to have a glass of wine. Like I would avoid fun things because I didn't want to be tempted.
100%.
But then this Sober February or this like sober stint, I was like, okay, I am going to do all of the fun things and I'm going to show up sober and I'm going to have a fucking blast.
Like run full force into the fun things. Like, let's go. Like we went Sparkling Hill. We went out for dinners. We went to birthday parties. Like everything that we would have done in February with drinking, we did without drinking and enjoyed it. Yeah.
And like there was one dinner that we went out to with one of my mentors is Johannes Van Linden, who's amazing.
Right. I forgot about that.
I just remember that when you said that. And we went out for dinner and we were meeting 2 new people. We were meeting one new person who was like super high level.
Yeah.
He's my mentor's mentor, which is like, this guy's just like working next level. He's just insane. And so I usually get nervous meeting new people without having a drink, like without being able to like have a drink to calm my nerves. But I was like, nah, I'm going to go here. I'm going to be super interested in this conversation. Yeah. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to be sober and it's going to be awesome. Like I just made the commitment.
And it was like with that dinner, because I forgot about that. I'm super happy you brought it up. Like they were having a bottle of wine. And in that moment, me and Brian were like,
they were like pretty drunk by the end of the evening.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, I love tea. So I just get tea. And I literally probably had 8 glasses of tea. So I was a little fucked up on the herbal tea, but
I ordered coffee around 8 p.m. and I was
He did.
That's my thing. I get weird when I go out and I'm like with friends and they're drinking. I'll just order coffee.
But then he orders a coffee and he doesn't drink it.
Sometimes.
Okay. Yeah. The last two times he's like, I'll get a coffee. And then he's like, actually, I don't want this.
Yeah. So that's my second. That's my third. That's my second. What's yours?
So that's really cool because I forgot about that. We also went for a dinner with Charlie Meister.
Charlie Meister's really small, by the way.
Really tiny, super tiny dude.
I hope he listens to this podcast.
I know he will.
He'll send me a DM.
Charlie, just grow a little and we'll like you more, okay? And Natasha, two also extremely high level, very intelligent. Every time I'm in a conversation with either one of them, I learn something, take something out of the conversation. And again, like it was cool because Charlie, we went to order our drinks and we were like, I'll just get a tea and you got your coffee, whatever. And Charlie's, well, if they're not drinking, I'm not going to drink. We sat and chatted for 2 hours and it was awesome. Yeah. So that would have been my next favorite occasion. I just thought it was so cool that we like went out, had a fantastic time, and also just like influenced the people around us too.
Yeah.
Right?
I love that. Mm-hmm. Okay. So we're going to kind of wrap up the Sober February thing. There's one thing I did want to share with you guys around Sober Feb. Last week, I talked to my counselor. And the conversation with my counselor went like this. I was like, hey, Janine, so like I'm doing Sober February. I'm super proud of myself for getting it done. But I'm really nervous that as soon as Sober February is done, I'm just going to fucking jump off the deep end and do like a week straight of edibles. And she was like, well, why are you afraid of that? I'm like, well, I've been restricting myself for like 28 days. And I feel like as soon as I like remove the guardrails from my I can now do it. I feel like I'm going to go off the deep end. Mm-hmm. And she's like, that like mindset right there is why a lot of people fail at developing balance, which balance is one of my current life goals right now. Mm-hmm. She's like, that's the reason that a lot of people fail is because like they'll go one extreme and then when they're done that one extreme, they'll go to the other extreme. And so she's like, key is to like enjoy yourself and like have planned for that one glass of wine or go out for a nice dinner to celebrate like Sober February being done and then be done with it. And she's like, and that's okay.
And that's really funny you say that because I actually wrote in my journal almost exactly what you just said is that I was afraid of Sober February ending because of how good I feel. And that's just like a mindset around me being afraid of the same thing, that I'm going to have like an entire bottle of wine. So one of my goals this week is moderation. Am I going to have wine? Yes, I'm going to have a glass of wine, but I'm 100% confident that I'm going to find that moderation and not go all in just because I didn't drink for February. Yeah, we killed it. Yeah. I'm proud of us.
Yeah.
I'm super proud of us.
Okay. So we want to do a new challenge for March. So do you guys want to join us or not?
You guys want to join us on a March journey? And like, I'm excited about this challenge. I'm stoked on this challenge.
If you want to join me and my 10 out of 10 fiance on a March challenge, if you want to join us on a March challenge, drop some fire in the comments if you're watching live. And if you're listening to the podcast, I want to know if you plan on joining us in this challenge. So let us know if you're ready for this challenge.
And I want you to commit. If you're listening to the podcast, I want you to commit in your head before we actually tell you what it is. I want you to commit. If you're watching live, commit right now. Do you want to do this challenge with us?
It's going to be fun and it'll change your life.
It will. It's going to change your life and the way your outlook on things. And just, well, I won't say too much.
All right.
I won't say too much.
I operate under this belief that thoughts become things. Thoughts become things. All right. So in terms of like growth in your life, it's like the things that we say to ourselves become a reality. And so for those of you guys that know my story, you know that when I was heavily addicted to substances and addicted to drugs, the way that I got out of it is I created this like vision for the things that I want to do with my life. And then I started to affirm to myself that I was already in that reality. And then over time, eventually I ended up living in it. Like I have a successful business now. Like I have the girl that I like wrote down like 7 years ago. I manifested you.
Oh, I love you.
I have the girl. I've got the physique that I want. Like I've got all of the things that I've ever wanted because I affirm them as my reality. And so I believe that thoughts become things.
And it's really funny because I think Brian's inspired me to believe that thoughts become things. And I don't know if you guys have listened to the podcast episode where he actually reads out his vision. He's not fucking around, you guys. Everything that he has in his life right now, he wrote down. How long ago was that? 5 to 6 years ago.
It's like almost 8 years ago now.
And I actually noticed a few things like in my book, and I went back and I'm like, yo, all the things I wrote down at the beginning of the year are now my reality. Like they're no longer like just what I want. They're actually what I have, which is extremely cool. So it's super powerful, writing, believing, visualizing, seeing yourself as that person that you aspire to be, that thing that you want.
So you can literally do anything like for this. So like you can manifest any area of your life, and we're not going to get too deep into like the different areas that you can manifest, but it's like health, wealth, and relationships are where you start. Yeah. That's a really good place to start. But here's the thing is the reason that a lot of people fail at this idea is because you have to remember that thoughts become things, but all thoughts become things. And it's the thoughts that you think consistently that become things. So most people, what they do is they're like, they write their goals down once and they're like, yo, Brian, like I wrote down that I wanted to lose 50 pounds and it never came true. I'm like, yeah, well, you wrote it down once, but then all day, every day, you like look at yourself in the mirror and you view yourself as 50 pounds overweight. So like, because that's your dominant thought, because that's what you think is your reality, like you're never going to lose the 50 pounds until you see yourself 50 pounds down first. Does that make sense?
It 120% makes sense. So it doesn't matter if you write it down once, then in your head, there's these negative thoughts going through your brain all day. I'm overweight. I can't do this. I'm lazy. I slept in. I did this. So you wrote it down once and then you wrote it down. You didn't look at it every day. You didn't think about it every day. You wrote it down and just hoped that magical things would happen. You have to write it down. You have to believe it. And like you always say, you have to start acting like that person that you want to be. You have to start acting like you are 50 pounds lighter. You have to start acting like you've already lost the 10 pounds.
Yo, the key, I love this idea. And it's that you can't build a positive and constructive life with like 5 minutes of like positive affirmations if you spend your entire day in a negative mind.
And just to add on to that, you guys, like you have to challenge those negative thoughts because like it doesn't matter what you write down in this book. If you're anything like me, there's still going to be that little devil on your shoulder that's like, you can't. You're still this person. So it's not only just writing it down, but it's actually fighting back to those negative thoughts that come creeping in every single day. You got to fight back. You have to challenge them. I can't do it. Hey, shut the fuck up. Yes, I can.
Yeah. So our challenge for the month is actually something that we're doing every single day. And so I'm going to tell you about my practice every single morning. So one of the practices that I'm currently embodying is an affirmation practice. Now, an affirmation practice, this is how my practice works. I literally set a 10-minute timer every day in the morning to start my day. And for the 10-minute timer, I will listen to some of my favorite music. Right. So I'll literally listen to like some tracks that like get me inspired. And then for 10 minutes straight, I will write affirmations down, and we'll read you a list of affirmations back and forth. But like that is the practice is I set a 10-minute timer, and then for 10 minutes straight, I journal affirmations, not with your keyboard. I think that there's a certain power with using your hand, your pen and paper, but I journal 10 minutes of affirmations. So that's my practice.
And I do almost the exact same thing. I do like to do like a journal entry that basically just gets everything that's going on in here out on paper first thing in the morning. So how am I feeling? Did I wake up feeling tired? Did I wake up feeling anxious? Like, what am I actually feeling? Because what happens, you guys, is if I wake up feeling tired and then I'm just like trying to pretend that I'm energetic and I don't actually understand the way that I'm feeling, writing it out on paper helps me express I'm feeling tired. That's okay. I'm still going to have an awesome day. So I write out kind of like how I'm feeling, what happened over the weekend, what's really exciting about today. And then I move into my I ams. And then I have a little section called Speak It Into the Universe. And that's basically things that aren't yet my reality, but will be. So it's I ams and then Speak It Into the Universe. And I write a list of those too.
Mine are called ideals as accomplished. So we have the same idea, but I call my list ideals as accomplished, which basically means like things that are happening things that like are in my reality that are currently my reality. So you can segment them into a couple different lists. Like I am like healthy, or you can also like, it could also be the same list. Like it could be like, I am healthy. Then in the same list, you could be like, I lost 50 pounds in 12 weeks. So like you could do, it's like the same list or make them different. So here's the practice. Here's the challenge. Actually, before we get into the challenge, let's give them some example of affirmations. So
I love it.
Yeah. I'll read one of mine and then you can read one of yours.
Yeah.
So these are some of the affirmations that we literally wrote down. I wrote down today. One of my affirmations is I am a leader by example. I breathe what I believe.
Dude, that is so funny. Mine didn't go as far as deep as yours, but one of mine is I am a leader.
One of mine is I stand for what I believe is right.
One of mine is I am loyal.
One of mine is I am a strong and powerful leader.
One of mine is I am successful.
One of mine is I have 1.6 million TikTok followers.
One of mine is I'm lean with a juicy bum.
One of mine is I am a loyal friend.
One of mine is I'm a good partner.
One of mine is I'm happily married to Kirsten Martell.
Oh, you mother trucker.
You got her off guard with that one.
One of mine is I am committed.
One of mine is I am literally on fire in my business.
I want to find some of my...
Oh, now she's finding her I'm married.
My
to
good
Brian.
one. No, I have those ones too. I always read. Those are in the Speak It Into the Universe. I feel mentally strong. I am mentally strong.
I am an innovator in my business.
I am married to Brian Mark. I am a good mom with a good relationship with Hay.
I am on top of my shit.
I am a strong and confident leader.
I have 1.6 million TikTok followers. Funny story. I actually will reaffirm. So like when I'm journaling, I won't write new ones. Sometimes I'll fucking write the same ones over and over again if I want to manifest it.
Yeah. Are we still going?
Yeah, one more.
I am happy.
Okay. So these are affirmations. Now, the March challenge is very simple. We want you to commit to doing affirmations every single day. And as a representation that you did your affirmation, we're going to give you a simple task, all right?
Simple task.
Simple task. So you're going to take a sheet of paper or a Post-it note or whatever the hell that you want to do.
Let's both write ours that we're going to do our picture with.
So you're going to take a sheet of paper or a Post-it note, and this is what you're going to do every single day. So you can do it every day. You can do it once. I would say probably every day in your stories, and then tag us or on your newsfeed. This is what it's going to be. It's going to be You're going to hold up a sheet of paper with your picture, and you're going to say, I am strong. You can do any picture. You can flex with I am strong and tag me and Kirsten in the post. This is a social media challenge, right? I am strong.
I am strong. I am healthy. I am happy. I am beautiful.
I'm beautiful. I run a successful business. I make X dollars per month if you're an online coach. What you're going to do, and it's going to be an I am, and then you're going to hold up a sign. I am confident.
I am a strong, confident leader.
I am powerful. I am sexy.
And we're going to do this every day.
And we're going to do this
every single day. And we're going to snap a pic. And the cool part is that's not just it. We're actually going to be giving away
a prize.
And
a prize.
And we've never done this before.
Never done this before. I have a question for those people tuning into the podcast. How many of you guys would like to talk to me and Kirsten for literally 30 minutes about your entire life? Maybe it's about your business, your
love life,
maybe it's about your love life, maybe it's about your fitness. How many of you guys would like to get on a one-on-one call with me and Kirsten? I'm just curious. Like, if you would, just drop some fire in the chat and be like, I fucking would. Like, just one-on-one with me and Kirsten and you. How many of you guys would like to get on a one-on-one with me and Kirsten and just literally talk about your fitness? And like, this is the cool part, right? So if you want to talk about your fitness, like I was a fitness coach for 4 years.
I am a fitness coach as we speak. Yeah.
If you want to talk about your business, like I'm currently a business coach and she's running a very successful business.
Yes.
So if you want to talk to me and Kirst at the same time for literally 30 minutes, one-on-one about your life, then this is like, we don't do this, by the way. We've never done this before.
We've never done this before. And I actually have had quite a few people ask to like get on calls, but I'm not joking, you guys. And he's the exact same way. My time is like hour to hour to hour to hour, back to back to back to back to back.
Yep.
Sometimes I'm like, oh my God, I have to eat lunch, and it's 7 p.m.
Yeah.
So this is fucking cool, you guys. So
one-on-one.
Like Brian said, it could be if you're on a weight loss journey, we're going to give you all the advice that you need for your weight loss journey. If you're building your business and you have some like goals and aspirations with your business, one-on-one, we're going to talk to you for 30 minutes.
So that's why it doesn't matter if you're in Kirsten's community and you're a Big Booty Boss Academy lady, or if you're in my community, you're a 10K Academy student, or you're just listening to the podcast right now and you're an avid podcast listener and you'd love to talk to me and Kirsten, one-on-one.
One-on-one.
All right. So this is how you enter. Literally, the person that's going to win is the person that shows up the most consistently with I am affirmations on their social media. And it's called hashtag I am challenge. That's the hashtag.
Kirsten B. Mark.
Hashtag I am challenge. You have to hashtag the I am challenge.
So we can go through.
Yeah, so we can go through and we can see who's posted the most consistently. You have to tag me and Kirsten in the post at BMarkFit, at Kirsten Lee in the post. That's it.
That's it, you guys. And it's really cool because I think it's going to create like a movement. I know Brian has 700 active clients in his community. I have 750. Okay. I have 700 active clients in my community. So like we can create this I am movement where people are waking up and focusing on what they are. Yep. I am beautiful. I am strong. And you guys, I promise you,
you're going to inspire other people too.
You're going to inspire other people and you're going to inspire yourself.
Yeah.
So the more you write down these things, the more you take these photos, the more you're like writing it down.
I am confident.
I am strong. And it's maybe at first it's like, I am confident. And then it's, I'm confident. And then the third day, it's like, I am fucking confident. Yeah. I am.
Me and Kirsten were having a conversation about like my business this morning. And I write down an affirmation, but I'm not going to tell you guys until it's manifested. But I write down an affirmation every single day about my business. And then I was like talking about like running my business this morning, and just a conversation with her. And then I said, I'm running an X business. And I said my affirmation and like as if it was already a reality. And then I looked at Kirsten and I was like, whoa, that's like, it just goes to show you that like I'm actually changing the way that I view my business by writing these affirmations.
He just said it. And it's so funny. I feel like sometimes Brian and I are on the exact same wavelength, because I was actually going to bring that up because I did the exact same thing. Remember that post I wrote?
Right.
And Emily, who's watching right now, commented, I wrote, and I'll be a great mom to our son. And I did it without even thinking, without even speaking. Oh, don't fall off your chair.
I feel your chair sliding.
Woo! Yeah. So we say these things because we've said them to ourselves so much that now they're just coming out naturally in a conversation, which is like incredibly cool. Brandy, someone just said I would be pretty intimidated to get on a call. I think that intimidation and feeling scared is what?
Good thing. It's like a good thing.
Exactly.
It's like, yeah, it's a good thing. It's like, it's going to help you so much. It's literally going to like change. It's going to change your perspective. It's going to like, we're going to be able to help you with your coaching business. We're going to be able to help you with like your fitness goals. Like it's going to be whatever it is that you want to do. Like we are here to help you be successful. Like that's our intention and that's our goal.
Exactly. Amen.
Cool.
I'm super excited you guys.
Too.
Like I'm 10 out of 10 excited for this challenge.
So if you're going to do the I Am Challenge with us, hashtag I Am Challenge in the comments below. Let us know that you're going to do the I Am Challenge, because we are going to serve you guys with a coaching call, and we are super excited. We don't do this at all. So like we're super pumped. We're going to jump on a coaching call with you at the end of March for the person that enters the I Am Challenge. So if you're going to do the I Am Challenge, hashtag I Am Challenge in the comments below. Let us know.
Big Beauty Boss Academy ladies, I'm going to be checking in and make sure you guys are doing this. Just saw a question and I want to just confirm something. So someone asked if they could do it on Facebook. Absolutely. Yep. Yes. You said story posts are better. You guys post. Your friends are going to see that. Your family are going to see that. And you're going to inspire people to do the I Am Challenge and start just like loving themselves on another level.
Yeah. And we're going to be doing this challenge with you guys, right? So we're going to be like doing the challenge with you guys. We're going to be making sure that like we're posting on our social medias. We're going to be doing it with you. And so we want to inspire you guys to do this. And like, we want to do this every month as well. Like we want to pick one topic where me and Kirsten can kind of like sync up and run together. So this is the I Am Challenge, and we're going to be running this for the month of March.
Dude, yeah. And I think that like a lot of the time Brian will come into my community and do challenges, and I'll do vice versa, but we work well together. So we thought it would be a cool idea at the beginning every month just to give you guys some like intention and some motivation for the month that we're coming into. I Am March, baby.
It's going to be a post. Another thing I'm going to say, you guys, is like, don't worry if you're like not able to post every single day, right? Like, don't worry about that. Yeah. Like it fucking happens. Like we want to see a post on your social media that says like I Am Challenge. It's not like we're looking for posting every single day. We're going to be scrolling through the hashtag and we're going to be looking for people that are doing the post. So it doesn't have to be like every single day. So don't get like intimidated if you're like, I can't do it every day. Like if you do it once, you're entered to win.
The idea of this challenge is like to spread self-love awareness and like how important it is to just be your number one fan, right? Like just self-love, love yourself, wake up every day with momentum, with intention, with inspiration. Right. Am I right? I'm freaking excited.
Cool. Me too.
I'm freaking excited. We're going to get our pictures after this.
Cool. Well, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This is the Change Lives, Make Money Online Training Podcast, the #1 show for online fitness coaches who are trying to grow successful online business. And I'm joined today by my fiance.
Guys, I just want to say thank you so much for having me on the podcast. I will be here at the beginning of every month, and I'm 10 out of 10 excited for it.
Hope you have the best day of your entire life. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll talk to you soon. Peace.
Peace, love, and pre-workout. Bye.
What up?
What up, fam?
What up, everybody?
I was excited.
That was fun. Hey?
I am stoked. That should be your worst. That should be your first one. Rin.
That was fun. Stoked. That was good. All right.
That was lots of fun.
That was lots of fun.
Oh.
Did you see the hater coming into my Instagram?
No, I didn't even see it. I don't pay attention.
So whenever I see haters coming into my Instagram, I like block them instantly. I'm like, bye. Have a nice life. We'll never talk to you again.
I feel like when I did that TikTok live stream, there was quite a few, and I was like, I just literally don't even care. I don't even pay attention. Don't even see it.
If I'm like, it's different. It depends. Like, so I did a TikTok live stream today where there was like 50 people that tuned in, and if I can interact with them, like if I'm not in the middle of the podcast, I like talking. But anyways.
Yeah, I didn't even see it. Dude, I'm just super excited to do this, you guys. I think it's going to be super, super, super powerful.
I am strong.
I am a strong, confident leader. My writing is also messy, but that doesn't matter. The challenge isn't about who can write the neatest.
I am powerful.
And dude, I'm excited for the prize, you guys. Yeah. Like I'm excited.
Me too. Like I really want to jump on a call with one of you guys and like and just help you in some sort of way, shape, or form. Like my intention is to change every person's life that I interact with. Like I want to be able to make an impact on your life. And if I can share some of my success with you, if I can share some of my secrets with you, if I can give you some inspiration, some motivation to chase your own goals, like I love that shit.
Dude, I'm all about that shit too. I think that just both of us on a call to being able to help somebody, we both have such different backgrounds, but are also very similar and just work really well together.
Cool.
Cool.
So guys, the I Am Challenge. I Am Challenge. Somebody said the best prize you guys have ever offered. I love that.
Dude, I honestly,
Braden, Mr. Airbnb, what up, bro?
I think that like cash prizes are great, but I think you can't really put a price on maybe saying something that would change your life. So I think I agree. I think this is one of the most valuable prizes we could give away.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
Cool. All right, guys. That's it. That's all. Thank you so much for tuning in. Big Booty Boss Academy, 10K Academy. We out.